Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The drive starts with a run by White, and he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the... play, second down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now 2nd and 5.
60 Eagles.
They'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Palmer.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On play action, they'll throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That is complete downfield to Knox.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Here's White.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. Touchdown!
Trey Palmer.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Buccaneers will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
following the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you have to worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Now it's Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And able to get this to the 31.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Play action. It's Fields.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the airs.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Trey Palmer
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On play action, Fields.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fields changing the play. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. And now they'll audible to something else.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's a 2nd and 5. Off play action, Fields.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Moore, the motion man right. Now Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
The kick by Carlson is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, here's White. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with White. There he goes left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it's good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. A quick throw outlined to Mooney. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the 50, here's Fields. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it lines up incomplete.
Going right side is White.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
92 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
They go right back to White here on first down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Second and a couple.
He'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That he's into the clear. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 13. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Moore, the man in motion. A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. That is caught. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 22.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Fields now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers' 34-yard line.
Again, Fields.
Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gervon Dexter able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side taken in by Palmer. And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They defer to White out of the shotgun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now back to the ground game with White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They go with White on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Fields going to change things up here.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, here's Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Opting to run again here with White.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, a run from White. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll run with Herbert. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now they'll change things up.
Chicago.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown
touchdown as they just add to their totals. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Fields throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And one last throw here for Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. One final shot they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Levante David. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are...